It wasn't anybody's birthday, but Bramwell Brown had a feeling that today was going to be a special day.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. I just decided I wanted to vlog today. Oh, I can hear Dan coming in the door with coffee. That's very exciting. Today feels like the first day of autumn and it feels so cozy, and I've got a day at home with just a load of things to get through, a lot of reading that I need to do for book club on Monday. It's currently Friday. And I thought today would be a perfect day to just do a cozy at home vlog. It's pouring with rain, but in just the nicest way. We've had such a lovely morning so far. We woke up, it was still kind of dark in the house, pouring with rain. Thank you very much. What a treat. What was I saying? We made banana pancakes because I saw Poppy Days put on her Instagram stories that she made these banana pancakes yesterday, and she posted the recipe. And I have done the whole banana egg pancake thing before, but I've never added flour into the mix, and it made such incredible pancakes. So thank you for the inspo, Poppy. We had a lovely morning this morning, thanks to you. And then Sage and I got back into bed and we watched Old Bear. And I filmed a little clip of it. If you grew up in the 90s, I hope that just gave you a lovely, warm, nostalgic feeling. But I'm gonna be honest, I cried at the end of that episode when we were watching it in bed this morning. It just filled me with like this, just the only way to describe it is nostalgic. I feel like I've said that 10 times. With the rain outside and having just made pancakes and like having all the lights on in the kitchen, it's still being a bit dark out and just not, obviously the sun's still rising at like 6 a.m, but it was just so gloomy that it felt really dark, but in just the nicest, coziest way. And I had a cup of tea. A very cozy morning was had, basically. Then I showered, put some makeup on, had my coffee delivery from Dan. This is my second day hair. So how I wake up and all I've done is brushed it. And that's because I sleep with it in one long plait down my back. And yesterday I didn't style it. I just washed it yesterday and let it air dry and then put it in a plait at night. And it just kind of gives it a little bit of a wave. And then all I do the next morning is I take my front bits and I just kind of actually straighten them out first. And then just do a little curl like that. And I don't like this kind of shape that my hair goes into here. So I'm just gonna straighten that out. And then I do a wiggle like this, turning it. And it just kind of gives it, I mean, obviously the time I choose to film this is not going particularly well, but I just wanted to show you guys how I style my hair. I basically just wiggle it with the GHDs. And sometimes I only do like a couple of bits around the front and already that just feels a bit nicer. See, I'm loving how this side is looking now. This side's gone a little bit better, but sleeping with my hair in a plait makes this process so much quicker because I don't need to do every single piece of hair. I just pick little pieces of hair at random. Whereas if it was all straight, it would look really strange. I would say that's oh my God, I'm so hot from doing my hair. Does anyone else get really hot when they're using heat on their hair? This jumper, by the way, I don't know if H&M still make this, but I was on FaceTime to my sister this morning just before I started my vlog, and she was like, where is your jumper from? It's so nice. It's H&M, but it's their cashmere. I think it's from like their premium collection. I have it in a medium and it's perfectly oversized and just the nicest grey colour, and it's so soft and squishy and cozy. Final touch, I'm going to use this Rhode peptide lip tint in the colour, I think it's called PBJ, like peanut butter jelly. Love. I got sent this about 3 months ago and it's lived in my makeup bag ever since because it's just the most gorgeous colour. And I already had on underneath it my other favourite lip product, which is also Rhode. This is I've shown this on vlogs before, I'm literally obsessed with it. It's the lip shape in the colour Lunge. And then I've just got on my Hourglass Beauties. Oh, and I'll show you what I'm wearing because these jeans are so good. I got this tank top from Dish and I think it is literally perfect. Like, I love the off-white colour. I don't know if you can really tell, but it is off-white. I think that makes a big difference with tank tops. When I wear one that's like pure white, like I have one from Hush that I did live in for a while, I think last summer. But when I look back at photos of that one, I don't love it as much as this because it's too kind of bright white. And I like that this is just a slightly creamier tone. And then these jeans, wait. So I've been searching for the perfect pair of baggy jeans. Wait, I need to go all the way back so you can see. There we go. The perfect baggy jeans for so long, and I think these are it. They're the Citizens of Humanity Ayla jeans. I love the wash of them. I think they have that kind of like vintage Levi's kind of feel, which is always what I'm trying to get from my jeans. I think the key when wearing these is to do a tighter top because the bottom is so kind of like loose and baggy, just kind of add that balance in. Although I have to say, I also think they look really cool with, I'm really warm by the way, it might be raining today but it's still like 20 degrees, so I don't actually need my cashmere jumper on right now, but I'll just show you with the jumper. I think I need to get the necklaces out. I love this. I think they also just look really cool with a baggy jumper. So thrilled about these. Also, just have to say, if I was going out walking around today, I would not be wearing these jeans, and that's when I choose to wear my other Citizens of Humanity jeans that I love, the Miro jeans that I wear all the time, because they are cropped, so they're not going to soak up all the water because these are long on me, but I like that look with baggy jeans, them being long. So if you're wearing them outside, they're only for dry weather days, but that's what I'm wearing today. I'm in a bit of a reading pickle at the moment because I've been reading this for honestly about 3 weeks, which is really unlike me. I usually read quite fast, I read a lot. Dan read this on holiday in Italy and then I took it on holiday to Spain, so that's why there's like pages falling out of it, because when books get wet, that just always happens to them. It started off really strong and then I don't know what happened. I've just been struggling with it. It feels like it's going around in circles. The reviews for this are incredible. I think also, and I'd recommend this to anyone who's struggling to get through a book, the best thing to do is to just read it. So you need to have lots of time to just like take a whole evening, don't watch any TV that evening, just read your book. I know summer is supposed to be a really big kind of like reading time for everyone in general because you think of like beach reads and stuff like that. But realistically, we have a toddler, we're exhausted in the evenings and we just often want to lay there and watch a TV show for a bit and then end up reading for 10 minutes and then going to bed, whereas usually we would be reading for more like an hour before bed. And when it's a book club book, I do put that into my working day. So if Sage is in nursery, I usually have like one day a month where he's in nursery and I dedicate a day to book club, and it's usually the day of the book club where I will like reread parts of the book, make loads of notes and just kind of prepare myself. Not that book club's not pleasure. I mean, obviously I'm like super excited about this book club book and really want to read it, but because it is technically work, I could include it in my working day, whereas I don't just sit and read something like this when I've got some working hours. But yeah, summer has just been very busy and not a lot of time free for reading, so I think that's why it's taken me so long to get through this. And I think that when you don't sit and just read at least 50 pages at a time, you're reading kind of 20 pages here and there, I just think it's really hard to get into something. But Lanny is only 210 pages, so what I thought I would do is dedicate a good few hours of today to reading this, because I could probably get through this I could get through this in a day. And I think with a book club book, I want to have it all really fresh in my head for book club on Monday. So I always like to read them definitely in the week leading up to the book club. I wouldn't read our August book club pick in the first week of August. So yeah, the goal is to get through a good portion of this today and to make notes as I'm reading it, because I find it so much easier to speak about a book in book club if I'm making notes throughout and kind of gathering quotes that I like and want to mention, than if I just kind of review it at the end how I would with something that I'm just reading just for me. This is a really good coffee. Guys, I'm 30 pages in and I am already absolutely spellbound by this book. I love it. It just has that kind of like mythical, magical to begin with, you're not quite sure what's going on, but then I find that makes me super engaged because I'm wanting to know, you know, who this character is. You can tell that there's basically this kind of surreal character called what's his name? Dead Papa Toothwort, I don't know how to pronounce that. And his passages are written like this. And he basically is this kind of, well, we don't really know yet. Sounds a bit like a creature in nature. I get the feeling that he's not real. I mean, I'm 30 pages in and it is a strange book so far, so it's hard to describe, but he's listening to all of the conversations in the village, and that's what that kind of writing swirling around the page is. It's almost like poetry as he just listens to everything that's going on, but there's one voice that's louder than all the rest, and it's this young boy called Lanny, who is our main character, hence the title of the book. And so far we're just learning about Lanny and his mother and father and a local artist called Pete. This is my kind of book, and I feel like I should have put down All the Colours of the Dark once I realised that it just wasn't for me. But I think I feel pressure sometimes that if lots of other people have really enjoyed a book, I feel like I should enjoy it too. But like with everything in life, we all have our personal tastes and preferences. And for example, I love this cushion, but some of you might be like, I hate that fabric on that cushion, or outfits and fragrance and art. And I think that the older I get, the more I'm realising what my taste in books is. And this is my perfect kind of book. So if you too love kind of rhythmic prose and a little bit of something slightly surreal or magical, but not like a fantasy book, character driven, things like that, please recommend me more books like that. And I will tell you any that I find as well that I think are gorgeous. The writing is stunning. I'm just going to read you. I haven't read this page yet, but I'm going to pick a paragraph at random to read to you. This is the first point at which you can no longer be seen. The village is always watching, but past this point you're beyond their gaze. Either side of us woods, ahead of us hills, counties lapping falsely at each other over the stone plates which rough and tumble to form this gentle landscape. Some very old trees round this way, saints. We tramp down the steep wall chalk and moss run, tree roots like sea monsters lining our route, and we discuss the passing of time. That's the artist taking the little boy Lanny on a walk because he's just started giving him art lessons. I love it. I'm going to carry on reading.
Sit on the bunny, aren't you?
I'm going to sit on the bunny because otherwise I was too low down in the frame.
Poor bun.
Kind of want you to be raised up, so I'm going to put you up here.
You raise me up when
I'm recording, you know.
Have you listened to the new Sabrina Carpenter album? It came out on midnight.
No, I don't even. What's one Sabrina Carpenter song? I must know one.
Yeah.
What?
'Cause I like my boys. No, wait.
I'm turning you down because I have a feeling you're going to be really loud. It's a bit later now. You find me, stop doing impressions of me. You find me in Sage's room on video call to my sister on my laptop. I'm up in Sage's room because I actually want to go through all of his drawers and do a task that I've been meaning to do for so long, which is go through all of his clothes and take out of his drawers anything that he's grown out of or anything that's really, really summery, as now we are coming into autumn. But also, I'm going to do a Q&A with my sister on video call. This is her idea, by the way. This is not my idea. But she just messaged me this morning being like, I think you should do a Q&A where I ask you the questions in your vlog. So I said, do you know what? Okay, we'll do it. I'm vlogging Cosy at home today, so we have the opportunity to do it. Let's do it. So I don't know what she's going to ask me. How many questions have you got, Tash?
I've got 10 questions.
Okay, I'm just going to show them. There we go. There she is.
Question 1. In school, what did you want to be when you grew up, and who was your inspiration?
Ooh. When I was in school, I either wanted to do anything to do with English or drama. So at one point, I wanted to be a journalist, an actress, a poet, because do you remember English was split into two things? It was either language or literature, I think.
And then we also had drama on top.
Yes. So yeah, there were like 3 separate classes and I loved all 3 of those. Journalist was a weird one. I just went through a phase where I was like, imagine me like running around with like a clipboard and like doing interviews, but more on the go rather than sat at home writing. Well, I guess websites didn't exist, did they? Did they? Not when I was little. I don't know.
Maybe only just.
Yeah, maybe only just. But I just
Maybe
imagine me like
journalism.
being like, but I probably
Like
imagine.
fashion?
Sorry.
Like fashion journalism?
No, like a broadcast, like a news broadcaster kind of vibe.
Oh, interesting.
So that, but also just writing in general. And I did want to be a poet for a while. Yeah, so that's it. Sorry, long-winded answer there.
No, but who was your inspiration?
Oh, who was my inspiration? I don't think I had an inspiration in terms of writing. I think I just enjoyed it and probably just I read a lot. So I liked writing and I was quite good at it at school, so I just enjoyed it and knew that I was good at it, so I guess that just made sense. And then for drama and acting, I think, well, one of my biggest inspirations was, and imagine if she was watching this video, I very highly doubt it, but was a girl called Stacey in my drama class.
I wonder what she does now.
I know.
Let's Google her after this.
Yeah, we will. And then also my drama teacher, Miss Bannum. That was Miss Bannum, wasn't it, with the short dark hair?
Yeah, like a bob.
Yeah. And also all the old films that we used to watch, like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Yeah, weirdly, it was the older, obviously Secret Garden is epic, but it was the older films that made me want to be an actor, like Gigi and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, films like that.
Yeah.
I think the little girl in Gigi, I thought, I want to do this. Next question.
What's your favourite pasta dish to have out in a restaurant and then or to cook at home?
Okay. I have a crazy answer for you, Tash.
Is it going to be the same?
No, it's that I think I've gone off pasta.
What the hell?
I know, it's insane, but it's not. Pasta has always been one of my comfort foods, as it is for most people on the planet, I feel like, just to give this some context. My favourite pasta dish to cook at home has always just been tuna cheesy pasta. But when you make it, oh, my mouth just waters, maybe I haven't got off pasta. But when you make it properly, and Kate was the one who taught me how to do this, when you make the roux, so you do the flour, butter, add the milk, add the cheese, and you make a proper, not like creamy tuna pasta salad where you do it with like mayo. You make it properly. Actually, this I still love. I just hardly ever do it at home, to be honest. But even better, put it in the oven with cheese on top, bake it. That would be my favourite pasta dish to have at home. In a restaurant, probably a vongole, as in clams, like seafood.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, that was such a disappointing answer to have in a restaurant.
But I feel like I've had pasta a few times recently and been just a bit disappointed. And there's just other things I'd rather have on the menu.
I've had so recently such good pasta, which is why I asked.
Hang on, I've thought of it. Yard.
Yeah.
Yard, is it called Yard?
Yes.
Yard is a restaurant in Norwich. My sister took Dan and I there, had a double date with her and her husband, probably like 2 years ago now. That was one of the best pastas I've ever eaten in a restaurant. A creamy, mushroomy pasta. Again, mouth watering.
Do you have a secret bedside table snack?
What do you mean by secret? As in, is it in there now and I haven't told anyone about it?
Yeah, so in my drawer I have some sweets and no one's allowed to eat them.
But people know they're there?
Well, only from last night when Isaac went in my drawer and found them, but before that he had no idea.
Okay, I don't have anything. I did the other day though. Right now there is no secret snack on my bedside table, but sometimes we try not to do it every evening, but probably about 2 evenings a week. Dan and I, after dinner, will be watching a TV show or reading our books or something, and we'll turn to each other and go, chocolate? And it turns into a chocolate evening where one of us will just go to the shop or deliver if we're feeling really lazy and get a selection of chocolates. At the moment, our go-tos are Yorkie. I love the Yorkie with raisin and biscuit inside. Smarties always. And we used to share a tube of Smarties because we'd have lots of other things as well, but then we would just always be upset when they ran out. So now we always do a tube of Smarties each. Galaxy, smooth, just the plain chocolate bar, not with the caramel inside. Maltesers, some kind of Cadbury's thing. Oh, and my favourite thing is the Ritter Sport, the square chocolate bars, the peppermint one. It's like having a bar of after eights. I didn't finish all of my chocolate the other night, so I put my portion aside, hidden away from Dan, in my bedside table. And then last Tuesday, Sage and I were having a cosy afternoon in bed watching a film together, and I just turned to him and went, chocolate? And he was like, chocolate? Because I never give him chocolate at home. I was like, it's in my bedside table, and he was like, yes, mummy. And I actually only had the Ritter Sport peppermint left, and I thought, is he gonna like this like dark chocolate with mint inside? He loved it.
Of course he did. Next question. Oh no, wait, what's the super fancy chocolate that if, you know, there was no budget on your Tuesday night chocolate night, what would your fancy chocolate?
100%. There's a brand called Rococo Chocolates. I think I sent you the link to them the other day. Did I send it to you? And I got given a box when I went to Estelle Manor with Erin Lauder as like a gift thing. And I brought them home, and I did keep those on my bedside table, and I would have one every night. And it just felt so special, and they're delicious. So yeah, I do love a fancy chocolate as well as a just get on a random weeknight chocolate.
Because of the time, I'm going to skip a few. And
my sister has to go to an appointment, so we can't do this for very long. So just ask me what your absolute favourite questions off your list.
Okay. If you could only read one book again for the rest of your life, what book would it be?
So get to read it for the first time again, or you only get to read that one book just over and over and over?
That book.
Okay, yeah. I know it straight away.
Really?
Yeah, straight away. It's different to if I had the chance to read a book for the first time again. It would be I Captured the Castle by Dodie Smith.
Ooh.
Have you read it?
No.
Oh my God.
I put it on my bookshelf.
Tash, it is. I had it on my bookshelf for years, didn't pick it up. So we did it for book club last year at some point, and it was my favourite book of the year. It's so cosy. It's set in Suffolk, in like an old crumbling castle.
I know exactly what book you mean.
And it's the diary of a 13-year-old girl, but it just feels, it's just gorgeous. Like it has Little Women vibes to it.
Okay,
like at one point she like goes to a dance and like, yeah, and there's a love story, but it's really kind of pensive, and yeah, love it.
Next question. What's your favourite mode of transport?
That's such a random question. Why do you want to know that? Or why do you think other people would want to know that? I don't know if, by the way, these are questions that, because obviously my sister probably knows everything about me already, but I think she's made a list of questions she thinks other people might like to know. Interesting question.
No, I've made questions, but that I want to know the answers to, not only from you, but possibly other people. Like, I want to know, like, what's your favourite mode of transport? I know it's not riding a bike.
Definitely not. It's not an aeroplane, because they just feel grubby and like you're breathing in everyone else's air, and stressful in terms of like if they're delayed. Probably car, and being in the passenger seat. So me not driving, but it being
passenger princess.
Yeah, passenger princess. I can have my snacks. I can
choose
chat
the
to
radio.
the baby in the back. Well, no, I never put music on, do I? I like to be in silence.
Oh, boring.
Tash thinks I'm so weird. I would always choose silence over anything else. I just love it. I love to be peaceful. I love to just be alone with my thoughts.
I can hear my brain if I don't have music on.
Oh, even when you just stop talking then.
You're like the dream. Just shut up for 1 second.
Just peace. I love it. Love it so much.
You and Aston would just never speak to one another because he loves the quiet too.
Yeah. Next question.
Are you hunkering down for autumn in this rainy weather, or are you refusing to believe that summer's coming to an end?
For the last few days, if I'm being honest, have been refusing to believe that summer's coming to an end. I've been really panicky about summer coming to an end, because I have loved this summer more than any summer ever before. I've just loved it. I think it's like where we live now, Sage being at the age that he's at, we've had an amazing summer weather-wise, haven't we? Particularly at the beginning, and like June was insane, and May was pretty good too.
Amazing.
We've had some incredible adventures. I've just loved this summer so much, so I've been really sad about it coming to an end. However, today I woke up, like I said at the beginning of this vlog, it's cozy. It felt really dark and gloomy this morning. It's actually getting a lot brighter now. It was raining, we made pancakes, we watched Old Bear in bed, like got cozy. It felt autumny and made me feel excited. So I think I will be ready to hunker. And then I did my reading by candle with like I say by candlelight, obviously the room was light, but with candles lit, and it felt cozy. So I think
I have a woolly jumper on.
You have a woolly jumper on. It's really warm up here, so I'm in a vest, but I did have a cashmere jumper on earlier.
Oh, I'm excited for autumn.
Tash, I thought we were in a hurry.
Sorry.
You can't ponder about your autumn. There's not time.
Okay, next question. Do you have any 2026 plans that you're already looking forward to, or are you just, that's too far in the future?
Oh, that is very far in the future. At this time of year...
But it actually isn't.
I know, don't scare me, but... Okay, so 2026 plans. No, none.
My God.
What do you have?
Oh, planning trips.
Oh,
what
like...
I want to do. Like, I know that I really want to ride my bike.
In 2026? Why can't you ride your bike now?
Because I find it too scary.
Okay, well, no, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. For me, I've just been living in the moment in summer. I'm now, as of today, getting ready to get excited for autumn and Sage's birthday and then Christmas. But that's as far as we're going.
I'm so excited for Sage's party.
I'm so excited for Sage's party. We've booked
and
his
we're gonna
first
make party
ever birthday
bags.
party. Yeah, we have to do party bags.
Oh my gosh.
I want old, and the cake has to be wrapped in a serviette.
Yeah.
In the party bag. Has to happen.
What is the best part of being a parent and the hardest part of being a parent?
Oh, good question. Obviously, I don't share Sage's face and like much about him at all, but I do kind of share what we get up to on the weekends, or if I'm like with, you know, I share bits and bobs here and there, and I often get messages from other parents saying things along the lines of, oh my God, you make it look so easy, or da da da, like, does this never happen? Do you never have hard days? Obviously, the reality is, yes, of course, there are hard days, especially having a toddler and when they have their opinions and the way that they want to do things, and they can be so specific. But I would say, in general, I just absolutely adore being a mother. Everything that I share online and choose to share online, just even if it's just a bit of writing to go with a photo about something that we've got up to together, everything that I share is always 100% genuine and something that I am loving in that moment, and it's all genuine moments. However, it doesn't mean that there aren't moments that I'm finding hard or, you know, not having the best time in. But those are just moments that I personally, they feel too personal to share, and I don't choose to share those bits. So I guess that's probably why parenting online, what I do choose to share of my life as a mother, seems like all sunshine and rainbows, because those are the parts that I choose to share. Does that make sense? However, saying that, I do think, and Tasha, you can probably vouch for this as my sister, that being a mother is the best thing I've ever done and makes me happier than I could ever imagine, and I love it. So it is quite sunshine and rainbows, but it doesn't mean that I'm not ringing Tash sometimes like, oh my God, what do I do in this situation? This is so hard.
It doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I would say any kind of like sleep regressions are very hard. Of course, there are hard parts, but then when you get through it, I just feel so proud of him.
And you?
Yeah.
Because you have to get through it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he is just the best thing on the planet.
Yeah, Tash's obsessed with him. He really is. He's just the best. He's the best thing in the world. He was so funny this morning. I'm baking a cake. He put an entire thing of cinnamon, like a tube tub. What do you call those that spices come in? we wanted to put half a teaspoon in the banana pancakes and he put the entire thing in, and we just had to scrape it all out with a spoon.
Interview over because one has to leave.
Okay, one. Okay.
One must go. She has an appointment in 22 minutes.
Well, get on your merry way. Thanks for the cues.
I'm actually going to go and get on your favourite transport, my car.
Oh, your car. But you're not going to be passenger princess. You're going to be the driver, so that's not my favourite.
I love you, bye.
I love you, goodbye. I've been craving avocado on toast recently. I never really make this at home, but I've been really craving it, and specifically on some kind of seeded sourdough bread. This is the Jason's, I think it's called Jason's seeded sourdough. It's really perfect and exactly what I wanted. I might need more than half an avocado there, mightn't I? I might be able to spread this avocado out and make it work. And I love lots of salt on my avocado. If I could be bothered, I would boil an egg for 7 minutes and then chop it in half and have that on here too, but I can't be bothered. So this is it. The doorbell just went. I've just received a PR package of dreams. As soon as I announced what it was, Dan came downstairs to the kitchen. This is the parcel. There's a letter inside. It says, "Hi Tanya, a little birdie told us you might be a fan of ours, so sending a selection of crumpets your way for yourself and family to enjoy. Hope you love them and let us know which you like best, Ian and the Jones team." I've mentioned these on the vlogs before. Jones crumpets are elite. They are better than any other crumpet in the world. We've only ever tried their regular crumpets in this household. Dan, Sage and I are all fans. The regular, and then they've also sent, which I didn't even know that they did these, double cheese. I feel like we need to have that first. And dark chocolate. Oh, there's something underneath all the rubble. Mini crumpets. Minis. I literally was just going like this to the stuff and then found these. This sounds so, maybe I could let Sage open this and this could be a present to him. Pause whilst we toast. Dan wanted to go straight in for chocolate, but I said you have to try at least a bite of the cheese first, because the rule is savoury then sweet. That's cheese, right? I did give you the right one.
It's good.
Is it good? Okay. Oh, the smell of it.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Into it.
Do you want one more bite of cheese?
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm.
Okay, chocolate. Whoa. Chocolate. Cheese. I'll have one more bite of chocolate and then you can have it, okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much to Jones Crumpets. I'm going to end the vlog here because I'm going to go and get Sage and the rest of the day will not be so vloggable. But I hope you've enjoyed this cozy time at home with me, and I will see you very soon. Bye.